a little Lancashire type monologue entitled Albert and the Lifeboat Station. There's a famous seaside town called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun, and one day Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with little Albert for the sun. But the sun didn't shine, not for a minute, and the winds were bitterly cold. There was snow on Tower Top, and polar bears on the sands, so I'm told. But I said, "Can you believe this weather? You golly, December, not May. Let's get on, buzz home and admit we picked the wrong day." "Not likely," said Ma with conviction. "It's cost us £9 to get here. There must be something that we can do, except getting wet on North Pier. We could get on a tram down Prom. I've been told there's a lifeboat station. They said it was really well worth a visit, with a plus for little Albert's education." There was only a small charge to get in, and Albert got in for free. Inside it were a few degrees warmer, but not a right lot to see. The boat itself was quite lovely. They got it all polished and bright, and I said, "Hey, look at them brass handles, did you ever see such a sight?" But little Albert was far from impressed. Handles, they're just things to hold. Lifeboats were for rescuing people. Brass handles and such left him cold. To see it sat there so peaceful when the waves outside were so wild, it just didn't make sense. And it didn't seem right to the child. He made his way down the plank to where the coxswain usually stood, to where there was a faint smell of brasso and acres of well-varnished wood. Just by the binnacle was a button and a notice, picked out in red, but being just 4 years old, would he have known what it said? Buttons are there to be pushed, something one had to press. And to see this one so inviting, the outcome is easy to guess, and the effect was hardly instantaneous, with more than a hint of confusion, as though the boat had taken umbrage at this uncalled for intrusion. However, with an air of resignation, as its klaxon started to sound, with little Albert now at the helm, in a trice she was seaward bound. It took to the waves with gay abandon, as lifeboats usually do. It was last seen heading southwards in a gale, force 22. Ma and Pa had witnessed its departure and thought it a wonderful sight, but got less and less enthusiastic when the reason for it came to light. Of course, Ma was quite upset when she thought where Albert had gone. "For heaven's sake, do something," she said. So this was decided upon. The manager, when called, blamed the skipper and then the rest of the crew, and the coxswain was apologetic and saying there was nought he could do. It's never happened before, and it's not had a check-up for weeks. Its MOT expired last Monday, so we don't even know if it leaks. "We do have a little insurance," said the skipper, with a prudential, he thinks, "but what with one thing and another, we can only claim if it sinks." At this Ma got quite cross, and her invective was wondrous to hear, and if Albert wasn't back by Friday, there'd be more than her tongue to fear. However, Albert's navigation proved faultless. We are a seafaring crowd, chase a greenhouse, drake and rally. Nansen himself could stand proud. He steered the boat with precision, as such a vessel demands, and then with a touch as light as a feather, he parked it on New Brighton's sands. There's no moral to this story. It's just a simple anecdote. It is, however, just as they say, you can't beat messing about in a boat. An historical footnote. Read the reference to Greenhouse, Drake and Raleigh. Albert's great uncle, Herbert Greenhouse, should have been on the Titanic, but his alarm clock failed to go off.